with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's that you was me instead. I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna leave a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. Yeah, lately I be having conversations.
Check, 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 check. I just want to say manners and respect. And yeah, and I just want to say good night to the fans who recognize that I'm missing and reach out to me and make sure I'm okay. And yes, I am okay. I am okay. Despite some of the backlashes. Oh, it's my fault. The show wasn't happening yesterday. But guess what? Guess what? I could run in on any turf at any night. You understand me? And shine bright. You understand? That's why I out here without fear. Yeah. So just for you guys to know, the reason why I was missing in action because it's good to let you guys know what happened. Couple weeks ago, I was attending to an event and I fell down the stairs. So I actually fall along the step them, feet land on my face, but I ended up performing the night. But when I wake up the next day, pain for days. So I ended up had to go and get some massages done, and the appointments and so was at a specific time where I could only get them. And you know what I mean, and like chiropractor and all that stuff, they had to get involved, if you know what I mean. And yeah, you know the whole works and all that type of stuff. I was kind of down for a bit, you know what I mean, and like I was more stiff. Right now, I'm feeling not 100%, but better than 50. So I would say 80% right now. You know what I mean? So otherwise than that, I got some bullfoot soup I'm about to eat, and maybe that might just top off to the 100. But who knows? I'm just here all about the topics. So just want to say special thanks for Real Entertainment Network for holding the weight for me and Ira especially and hosting this show. And this is all about the topics. Me alongside Alan Powell and we rolling. Alan, what's up?
Good night. I'm cool. By so from that story, I could get you bust your ass and you were receiving some massages, right?
Yeah.
No, listen, I don't want to get you confused because I do hope that you are doing well. You understand? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Me do just,
Yeah,
you know me in one sense. So
yeah,
me
I
like go
was
boil on.
Yeah, I still doing what I'm doing, but you know what I mean. I wasn't as flexible, so the appointments that I booked was
I
at a
feel it.
certain time, and I had to deal with it.
I feel it. I feel it. I kind of glad you bust your ass because that mean I realize I post the picture on social media and you didn't hate. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have no time to say, look my heat. You check it out. So I kind of glad you was rehabbing and you miss an opportunity to be petty. You understand? That was good. You need to bust your ass a little bit more. If I say you don't
Well,
go.
well, I'll be going to Vancouver this weekend. I'll be flying over to Vancouver this weekend, so hopefully I
Mhm.
bust my ass properly out there.
I hear Vancouver is a lovely city. So I'm gonna have questions. Take it in. I
Hmm.
one thing about me, I just see you. Sometimes when you post some pictures, I just be like, "Bye, the boss, living a life." So I hear there is one of them cities, or like a beautiful city. So take it in. You understand?
And
And
the
me know you're
legalize
gonna do
and the
the
legalize
legalism.
cocaine.
Wow, wow. So over there. Okay, all right. Well, it's in the West, you know. So see what going on. See what going
I,
on.
I just want to say special good night to Tanya. You know, Tanya, I still ain't getting the reception from whoever I'm supposed to get the reception from, but it's okay. You know what I mean? I got my bullfoot soup from my friend from TNT, so I'm good.
Once you're good, you're good. Good night, everybody. Um, yeah, maybe want to start off and talk about little of the nonsense too. So me like how you start off. How are they start off? Huh? So we could start off with the what was it? The 50th anniversary of El Comido Willet making it to the West Indies team. You understand? And what is referred to as the first small island man. Who get a do? Is El Comido Willet do that?
50th anniversary. That's why they get 50,000.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. And by the way, as you mentioned the $50,000, because the premier would have spoken at the event. And somebody asked me, but what to be fair, I bring up listen, I don't know why the politicians speaking at the event. But then I think about it a little bit, Jason. I thought about it. And I didn't have to go far. And I tell myself, listen, if you give me $50,000 for my event, you better believe you could get uh this guy I will it, man. This guy. Anyway, you better if you give me $50,000, you better believe you could speak for 10 minutes. You could speak for 10 minutes. I mean, you could have get 15 minutes. You understand? Um, and
You
while
see,
talking, yeah,
I captioned that photo when I posted it. I said Malcolm in the middle because you know what I mean.
oh
At least you get
yeah, oh
Malcolm
yeah,
involved.
oh yeah. Well, at least you didn't try a little shade. Yeah, take a little picture with Malcolm. Big up Colin Gishato. You know, good man. Um, the oh yes, anniversary, and congratulations to Mr. Willard. Yeah, he will have been thanked by other persons. Who was this man? Andy Roberts from Antigua was there, and he would say if it wasn't for Willard, oh lord, no, he did more than that. But I can't get to the premier speech. But he was thanked, and you know what I mean. As I said, he's a pioneer. And he started the thing. El Gomero Willard
Yeah.
from Nice, from right there, little town, is the first small island man get a do. Um. So anyway, after that, now let's get to what we're really here for. And first of all, I want to be honest with something. People just want me when I see the premier get a picture with the premier, shake the premier's hand. It's very difficult for me. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not that guy. Not really. To be fair, I took the picture because I asked me to take the picture. and I feel like that was fair. But yeah, the premiere not really like that, and I feel like it's unfair to make it a spectacle. You know? So I'm gonna be honest. That's the reason why me not put nobody who be no spectacle, as I said. You know, I do all of that. That's something be naturally. Um, but a couple of people big me up about the show. You know, that was nice. I just got me humble. Um, the speeches, the speeches. Man, Jason, I was there and I was looking for one thing with the premiere. I just wanted the napkin to come out, but the premiere was he held his composure. He spoke for the 10 minutes. He don't listen, Jason. I see him touching nose, right? Boy, I nearly said, boy, I nearly make a get up go color. But then he touched his nose. I said, okay, all right, false alarm. We're gonna get through this. And he held his composure. He was looking up in the sky a lot, and I found it strange that he didn't like make eye contact when you watch. When you contrast his speech to Dr. Joe, Dr. Joe was like, because he talking, you're speaking to like the person he right there, So it's like Dr. Joe is like looking over and talking to Mr. Willett, and I think he would have mentioned certain things about like he was the first person he wanted to give an award to when he became a prime minister or something like that of that nature, and like he just hold him in high regards. But I just saying it was just kind of. I'm not really accustomed to seeing the premiers out of sync. You understand what I'm saying? And it was different to see Dr. Joe come all the way from Syncits and be able to like make a connection. Where was the premier felt kind of. And I feel like Eric is a man. Eric could have done it better. Good night.
Yeah.
I feel like
Good
Chai
night.
definitely. Chai definitely could have done it better than that. But I don't know. It is what it is. It was a small thing. The next thing. The next thing, Jason. Um, Janice was looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Janice was looking good. For a split second, Jason, I looked at Janice, right? Cause sometimes you see somebody and you're like, what are they? What look good? And then you say, okay, I need to focus a little more. I'm intrigued. Yes, yes, and no, I need to identify who is this person here. And I'm telling you, Janice was looking good. Yeah, yeah. Just a little observation. I don't know how this is supposed to go because this is just a compliment. This isn't, but Miss Brantley was also looking good. You know what I'm saying? I like bright colors and so. Yeah, she was looking good. She was there, and the premiere should not have gone. To be fair, the premiere should not have even been there. I think if I might be incorrect, but I think it was her birthday. I don't think he should have been there. That's the time when you send the minions, man. You go and enjoy like a real wonderful birthday. Man, Chef, I'm telling you, I looked at Janice, I was like, wow. Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
you,
you're almost in a sweet way. See, a sweeter you over.
man, all means make an error. Listen, I had couple experiences because I was in tongue today too. And I'm telling you, ladies in Charleston, they're looking good. And I've seen enough to where I got to wait a little bit longer before I start to say. I'm lost in because sometimes you don't know, sometimes you're not supposed to. It's the wrong body, you know. You're not supposed to. But I look good. Oh my god. Yeah, Charleston is looking lovely. Let's see. I feel like feel like we could talk a little politics now, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we could get to it now. Um, I want to start off with some NRP questions. See me might agree. Just a couple of things. As I tell you, I see Janice. So you pass me mind. How much longer you think we're gonna have to wait for the disciplinary committee?
I think the opposite side for the discipline, the opposite person, which is Cleon, already done come to a conclusion on her own.
So you don't think that the process is gonna be formally done still? Because unless she resign, okay. You know what happened? Instead of that, instead of getting into another complicated matter, I still gonna come to this. If Cleon is out of the party, then there would be vacancies. For example, I think she was the vice president of the party or something of that nature. So, how long is it supposed to go until NRPE have a convention or some kind of special by election of the party? Are we gonna hear anything on this? Should we? God.
I think we're supposed to by now, knowing the
Mm.
fact, although everything cooled down, you know what I mean? He only cooled down. He hasn't come to any conclusion as yet, you know, because as a matter of fact, we are the only ones basically talking about it now. You get what I'm saying? So everybody basically don't forget. So let me just bring it back up and let people continue to say, yo, remember we still have this situation to deal with.
Okay.
And I think one of the problem was that I guess certain people were focused on the court case and all that type of stuff there, but the court case has been gone until I see Spencer Brand post road too. But apart from that, we still got to focus within the party itself.
Um, as you mentioned, the court case and the round too, cause I could deal with that very shortly. That there is a real thing. You feel like this is a real thing that is happening?
Uh, to be honest, when I saw it, I was like, oh, true. That's some that kind of cheesy.
Did you has Miss Keynes posted anything concerning whether or not the matter has been appealed?
Not to my knowing, as far as I know. Maybe people from the grounds like Tanya and them would fill us in on that per se about that round two.
Yeah, I didn't check, but um, so can cars be afforded without a trial? Um, yes, cars can be afforded without a trial. Actually, the fact that the trial did not take place would naturally mitigate some of the costs. Okay, so Tanya said an appeal has been filed on behalf of JLE. Um,
Also, she sent a hard copy this time.
well, we will see how that works out. If the facts of the first case remain, and also something I could add, I've heard a couple things about the judge that we have the resident judge, and I ain't hear nothing yet, Jason, about the judge. I mean, I like not even one thing, not even one thing. Sounds like an amazing man. The judgment he gave was clear and to the point. Um, may not see how that gonna be overturned. But if there's a round two, there's a round two. We gonna see.
Well, I could find out what going on now because me and the judge brother good.
Mm. The judge, as I tell you, everything I heard about the man.
Yeah, as I tell you, me and the judge brother good. He live right. He live across the road there from me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You see.
literally.
And he's a good man.
And he's a good man. And him,
Okay.
you know me brother is a judge back home, right? I said, yeah. You think I don't know
Would,
you guys?
would be well. I'm telling you, from what I've been hearing, me not hear not one me not like it at this particular point in time. Um, what be the fun?
We were touching the base on the NRP in terms of the
Oh yeah,
disciplinary.
and yeah, and when we gonna hear from that? No, we've been challenge. No, we've been go to the case that how I be end up on the judge because there's gonna be a round two. But as I'm saying, it's just in my mind as I see Janice as he was talking about Janice. If these things are really taking place, then I would assume that they're supposed to be addressed because they got things in the Constitution. I would think for if a position becomes vacant. And in general, I think both parties are at the point where they are due a convention. So I'm just interested to see what's going to happen
Yeah.
at these particular things. Um, first by oh yeah, I want to deal with ocean reef. I suppose
Yeah.
to fix up something with the ocean reef thing. I don't mean no me about it. So I was saying, but the ocean reef case, the conclusion. That's why I didn't give the people. The judge said that they're not on a legal standing. Several arguments were advanced. One of the arguments that was advanced was and this was by the Solicitor General, was that it would be unfair to have the Attorney General sued on behalf of the NIA because in some when you negotiate in some contracts, those contracts is the NIA gonna be doing it, you ain't gonna have all the information. And even to that, the court said, I ain't concerned about what you're talking about. No. If you want to sue the government in St. Kitts and Nevis, is only the AG you go sue. And the court would have given them examples of ways if they want the NIA to be able to be sued, you could write laws and it could happen tomorrow if that is necessary. Um what happened as a result of that, in my mind, and why people would hear the premier every time you hear about geothermal, all of a sudden now you always hear for the benefit of the people in St. Kitts and Nevis. You always hear about St. Kitts and Nevis. And you hear St. Kitts first. And you hear the premier talk about, well, yeah, we send the paperwork to Dr. Joe to sign. I believe that this is because if anything go wrong, who will be the gun sue? The AG. So if they ain't gonna do anything, if the NIA is gonna make a deal and something happen with the deal and the AG is the man who is gonna got to defend the NIA, then you gonna can be making any and every deal. There must gonna be a standard, and it kind of easy to get Nevis under control, because all you got to do is say, well, no CBI this month. And so right now, I feel like the premier in a position where me not say he can't go down the road and but he got to check or make sure, well, what time I could come back? I could come on one. It's alright if I come on one tonight. I really want, them and a little dance on the road. And I want to talk to somebody. So let me say it one. And it's them kind of. So that how me see the position. Me not say Nevis can't make a deal. Me not say the Premier can navigate, but it seems like right now
So
everything got to escape.
so he trending right now. We trending under the bus.
Um, with what? With what?
Meaning like he see what happened the first time, so now he just basically pre- preparing himself to get himself out of predicament, which he know the penalties might be a shortage of some funds from a monthly basis or whatever.
Well, really and truly, I will give the Premier credit. Listen, you gotta do what you got to do. Cause here the next thing,
Yeah,
here the
exactly.
next, the geothermal gonna end up ultimately if the geothermal is successful. If the geothermal is successful, the
Yeah,
geothermal
that's a huge word. Huh?
is going.
Watch. Saying
But
Alan,
I would like
Alan,
it to be successful. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Alan, the word successful when you're using the word geothermal right, is a big word right now. No? So know how you toss the word successful right now pertaining to geothermal. No?
Um, Tanya, I would say that the airport deal, as far as the Premier has told us, has not been completed. And I would also tell you, in my estimation, it's not gonna be completed unless the AG has some kind of involvement, unless the federal government has some kind of involvement, because I think the Premier mentioned $70 million, and $70 million, we get 77 million from the federal government last year. So no, I do not think that that deal is gonna. No, me not feel like the
So
contract
Alan,
signed. The Premier gonna tell us.
so
I'm
Alan, that's
warning
the
that.
same deal I tell him that was not gonna happen.
Which deal?
That same
The
deal when you
airport?
say if it do happen, you know what I mean, we'll be making money and all that stuff. And I told you that shit ain't happening.
The airport deal?
Yeah.
You tell me it's not gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, me no recall. Uh,
I said it a couple shows back, and you told me if it do happen, we'll be successful.
with the airport deal,
Mm-hmm.
I am uncertain. The airport deal, a lot of things would do, no, boy.
Yeah, because you mentioned we will be providing fuel and all that type of stuff.
Well, I mentioned all of the different. What I was doing at that moment in time was you was being skeptical. And I was being a devil's advocate. I was being positive. I was telling you exactly the Premier let out for exactly all of the avenues available. Because did I get to the shopping as well? I didn't tell you about the shopping center that's gonna be built around the airport. Me and tell you
No,
about that. All these things. So you're telling me private jet coming in and winning all the shopping center? That's what you feel like ain't gonna happen, Jason? Come on.
not in this time of age.
No man. So when you look at the amount of land, what they're looking for, because they're saying like you can't go around to the coast anymore. You're just driving and you're going up by Nisbet through the road. You feel like all of that's supposed to be parking lot? No, no, Jason. No,
Mm-hmm. You
no,
got to create a niche.
no. The only way it's possible to take up that land there, and it makes sense, is if you're on moor the strip inland to get at the longer. And if you moor the strip inland, oh my God, there's more problems you got. But I don't know if I said it was gonna be successful. I'm telling you that the Premier has laid out a plan, his vision for the airport and what it could be. our private jets and regional airlines.
It could happen, you know. All you got to do, if he extend, he just build a underpass for regular traffic.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna also need more accommodation over there as well. But I'm hearing there's gonna be some construction in St. James soon. So maybe we're gonna hear some news about some construction in St. James soon. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna hear.
Mm.
Next thing I want, um, the other day when Miss Nisbet made this statement in Parliament saying how much was spent on the hospital, which was incorrect.
And she said she
And
has receipts.
yeah, she had receipt and she has the wrong receipts. She did not have enough receipts. She
What
need
a
to get
hey,
better receipts.
hey, you think it easy? You went to school all these years, you went to college. After you still pull the wrong information, you know how stupid you look?
Yeah, you need better receipts. It make me contemplate certain things. Um, Last year during the when Team Unity crashed and burned from the sky,
Mm-hmm.
Premier would have referred to convention certain times. He refers to the word convention when there is a, for example, motion of no confidence. When ministers express that, he would have said the convention is that the prime minister will step down. Um, in Parliament in England, and we have a Westminster system down here. The convention, when you mislead Parliament, is that you offer the leader your resignation, and if you are the leader, well, you step down. That's the convention. Um, Want to read a couple of paragraphs from an article in the Financial Times. Article says Parliament's accountability function is worthless if the information it extracts from government is untrue. Amber Rood resigned as Home Secretary in 2018 after passing on inaccurate briefing received from civil servants to the Home Affairs Committee. She accepted her responsibility to ensure that the information she provided to the Parliament was accurate. If MPs cannot be sure all ministers accept this responsibility, they cannot be sure they can get to the bottom of government actions. That one part. You
Mm-hmm.
hear what I say. And let me kind of break down the part. The first part having the word worthless. It no make no sense. Nothing what you tell me as far as information has value if verification is not a word where you know and you know well. You cannot be a proper minister if what you're coming to tell the public, particularly in Parliament, the public
Yeah.
business, is incorrect. You can't. A woman resign and hear why she resigned. She received information from civil servants, technocrats. They hand a man piece of paper. She no verify. She went got out. She understand responsibility. If me going out there tell the public things, I may just tell the public things. What we're dealing with. Um, and it says so. if you cannot accept, if you cannot be sure that all ministers accept the responsibility, you can't get on to government action. To the bottom of government actions. Next paragraph. If ministers, meanwhile, cease to believe in the importance of providing an accurate account to Parliament, the quality of government will degrade. The mental check of how would I explain this decision to the select committee will lose its purchase if ministers suspect that they can get away with claiming that, while they have misled Parliament, at the time they genuinely believe their facts to be correct. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I'm going to break down the part there. If the information will be you give me no good, the quality of government degrade.
Yep.
And that's
So
just
if you come with your false news and somebody got to come and correct you, the quality of your your court, or should I say, of your party or companionship, you know what I mean? It diluted just now. It just whittled away. So if you were giving me lemonade with sugar, somebody throwing some water on top of that and dilute that day. So you basically had swung.
and it says specifically, even if you genuinely believe at the time it been true, that is not good enough. You can't, no matter how much I believe the hoodie me got on is red, it can't be red.
But
That not gonna be
Alan,
fixed.
but even though, right, look at the fact of the matter is, right, she come with the wrong information. He claims that the past minister come with the wrong information, but he did come with some information, do you know? But up to now, he said he information are wrong, you know? But the two must go under the bus.
He information wrong as well.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he never declared that the information was wrong, you know? Because guess what? He did claim with he came with the same information during real talk corner too, you know?
Well, his was off as well, cause he came with
Yeah,
13 million.
he came with 13, 14 million. After now, it's like 600,000 and 800,000. So there was no mistake. There was no hack then. There was no hack. You understand me?
Um, Next paragraph. That would be the boon. That would be a boon for the security of ministerial careers, but a serious risk to the government credibility. Which means, if me could go in there and tell people whatever me feel like without any responsibilities, no checks and balances, I could be doing politics for a very long time. Because I could tell you something around the lyrics. The numbers on them
But
always gonna sound good.
but there should be a discipline for that too. So the speaker of the house should be doing the job.
Well, that the next party say it good for the ministers, for the individuals, but is a serious risk to the credibility of government. And government is an institution. So you're
Because
hitting at the credibility of democracy.
because I gotta tell you this much. This is the first time I see CCM got themselves in so much damage and no damage control come forward as yet. Because the wound right now is wide open, but it seems like nobody even ponder nobody not even ponder upon it, and like everybody just waiting for a simple press conference. No, shoot your shot now, because if you're active on Facebook, you know what I mean, I feel like you're active enough to give us some results.
Next thing, the more malleable a concept truth telling becomes, the more distrustful the public. Which means, if you gonna just tell me all kind of different fancy life. How I gonna trust you? You're gonna undermine yourself in the eyes of the general public.
But Alan, but if you be think about it, right? Me is the only person who tagged the premier about that, you know? And luckily, we get a response because when I post the video, I tag him, you know? Like, yo, what's going on here?
He was
You
notified
giving me,
immediately.
huh?
He was notified immediately then, but I didn't see him. He untagged himself.
What? Well, he normally he's good at untagging, so I won't be surprised if he untag himself. But before he untagged himself, he got to read the notification. I mean, like, hey, I'm here for fair politics, you know, and if you want to stand on certain circumstances, you know, and you want to stand with certain integrity, you know what I mean? I only come to yeah, I ain't come with no integrity. I only come to integ. That's all.
Um, he says additionally, there is a further risk. If MPs appear to tolerate ministers misleading Parliament, then they undermine their ability to extract information from civil servants or witnesses outside government. So I'm just, I know, I say all of that to say maybe we need to get a discussion in the public. Yeah, supposed to go and get it. Maybe we need to get just discussion in the public, and maybe we could start a discussion as far as how accurate we need Parliament to be, and should there be sanctions in Parliament if you are misleading the public. Now, I understand that knowingly misleading the public is a crime. Well, is a problem in and of itself. However, if you're negligent, and by negligent I would put not verifying information in the negligence class or in the reckless class, I still feel like you need to be responsible for that. I'm wrong on this, Jason.
Nope, you're very
So,
accurate.
so I just feel, yeah, we go got this conversation.
Because the thing about it,
Right.
if if you go walk down the streets of Charleston and call somebody thief, and the thief call you back lie, you know what I mean? What will be your next response?
And me not do this by the way, cause me not really, and I see me not into the name calling it.
But
And
but you gotta get listen. I only allow myself because when I see a man on a platform, me and some me I say certain things, me go act accordingly. So I'm just relating towards what he don't normally say. You know, when you walk down the street of Charleston, you call thief, you see who look back.
yeah, but
Because guess what? Because guess what? Alan, if you thief and me lie, only the thief can respond to the lie, you know? Because all them are lying with one another.
I feel you. But yeah, mm, that is that. Okay, I could finally close down that day.
Share the show. You don't know it's all about tonight. You know, I've been back. You know what I mean? I'm back with a hot flash. Yes,
Okay,
son.
I got it.
Alan, you could please respond to my above question, indulge your legal opinion.
I get a question on this screen, and I'm gonna deal with the question. Um, I also need the poster for the cricket extravaganza that is taking place. This is on behalf of the Honorable Alexis Jeffers. He's barely honorable, and the Premier could tell you that he's barely honorable because he's sitting down on the opposition bench, and the Premier don't respect opposition ministers. He says so.
So
He says so.
so so he still Gama's honorable?
Yes,
Wow.
but yeah,
Honorable
yeah,
by honorable by saying it seat by opposition
honorable
bench.
on the cold hard opposition benches, but he is still honorable.
But
Same man.
I'm surprised, hey, is one thing, But when you don't have a seat when you're active, but yo, at the first time me just check my timeline and Mrs. Alexis page back. But Alexis, you're doing a good job, boy. You're active, boy.
Yeah, Alexis has found more time for social media since he's not a minister anymore. His opinions are out there. But
Yeah, boy, you're active, boy.
by it look like Ira might be having responsibilities. Okay, so Jason, I was talking about this event last week, and it's one thing I was
Hmm.
talking about poster because I big up the event. You understand?
Hmm.
But I just me only bring up the poster because it made me feel big. Because one thing I said last week, me not see the cash price. I don't see. I just tell me cash price, and all of a sudden me gone to the and look what me see. $1,000 for the winner of each game. You're gonna get $500 at least if you participate. And the man of the match gonna get a little 150. You check. So that's what 2,000, 3,000. Let me see. 3,300. Okay. All right. That's it. I see you. See you. Put up a little 3 grand. That's good.
Constituency fee.
Yeah, you go be able to see what going on, so you go jack interest. People like you know what's the stakes. This weekend you gonna fight. Big, big fight this weekend. You check. What do you think I'll be a fight? You go fight to a belt. You go tell me what's going on. What's the stakes? What's the story, man? You know? We
Every,
need it.
everybody start. Everybody gonna start to give us something when they in a vulnerable position, Like for instance, I see Cleon start sharing money now.
Money. I did not see money. I saw supplies. In celebration
I
of
didn't see I didn't see a check for $3,000 or something like that.
I do not recall seeing that.
Will somebody in the comments please clarify that for me so I could retract that statement?
Oh yeah, me forget today's world anti-Islamophobia day. The government does always say this is world wherever day.
Yeah.
So I hope you all have done your part to respect your Islamic brothers. I saw mine today down the road. I didn't know it was World Islam Day, but it was good. I just daps him up. Some day Islam energy, and I didn't know. But I don't see any of the
Well, remember,
government, and I know the
well,
Premier is
remember
the
all
man
these,
who quick to do these things, but I don't see any love
but
for the
remember,
Islam.
re- but remember, Alan, you know what I mean? All of these have,
Oh, St.
yes,
Thomas
Jesus
is
should give a check.
so you were calling.
Um, so Alan, remember, right? He got factor in all these days, because when you tell a lie, you know what I mean? You got think fast and increment all sort of stuff in terms of your days, Because remember at that point, people were saying like, "Oh, don't do election during Christmas season and all that type of stuff." So when I should do it, because this that don't be a come up, this that don't be a come up. So like, so you gotta follow up. You gotta follow up what going on, So guess what tomorrow gonna be? Tomorrow gonna be my day.
No, I'm try to see if I can see the Rasta man question or something.
Yeah, try to see if you see question. Yes, on the far right. Big up yourself. Hey, yes, son, you could call in too, you know. Yeah. I have to send you the link after you call in and you base your point and so you could be part of the show too. And just
Okay,
so you know, I start to read my lady again too.
okay. I see the question. He said, he said, based on the blatant flying regards to not being able to take responsibility and present the real figures for the hospital expansion, is that enough to argue a case of no confidence in the credibility of the government? Mm, I would say yes, but then really and truly, because self-preservation is one of the ultimate rules of life. A call of no confidence is not gonna come from um who is it gonna come from? Eric? No, it's not gonna come from any of them. You know, the premier made an awful the young lady made an awful error on her very first appearance. And by convention, if the premier is going by convention, she should at least offer him and say,
And
I
and
I
you know,
I I, I think I should resign.
and you know, and you know the thing about it too, the young lady is sounding so confident because she knows she talking to she classmate too, right? You
Yeah,
check it out.
yeah.
That even makes you more comfortable because he like, mommy only talk to my classmate, yeah. So he just nothing go on, yeah. And make a big ass mistake like that. Phew.
But
And you there watch me, I watch me. Yeah, so me, you watch my A2 student self, yeah. You understand me? I watch your A1 student there.
um, I would say yes, and if they were confident enough to say, okay, I sick of this and cross the floor, then we could see emotion and confidence. But I don't see any of that taking place at this moment in time. So no. But the general public, as I said, maybe the conversations need to be had. No wonder Ashburn said he not come over from Montreal with me. He said that my more productive by life is tough. I understand Ashburn gotta do what he gotta do, man.
Hey,
He got
hey,
commitments.
Ash, Ashburn got to do what he got to do, you know, because guess what? No free tickets over here when time to come home. You check it out. You got to do what you got to do. The benefits ain't over here, you know. The benefits over there.
I get no free ticket neither.
I've been arguing about enough free ticket. Yeah,
Uh,
but Ashburn, don't call me again for no more free advice.
okay, I feel like I could deal with that one in last, and then I could done with the premiere. I tuned into DJ Marisha this evening, and Mr. Marisha played the clip, and the clip was of the premiere, and the premiere was saying that Pop, as far as he know, came in as a response to COVID-19. You understand? And Pop was not designed to be around for a long-term situation. You understand? No, I just find it very hard to tell people that they lie. Me gonna make so sure that you lie. Me gonna make so sure. Me gonna ask you so much a question. Me gonna give you so much opportunity before me actually say, boy, you lie. And make it worse. If me no yogurt and tea, he clarified that statement. Hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure. Jetty, you won't got to give me the clarity for that statement. Me glad you stopped me, before me say what me got to say, Me glad you stopped me, Let me know. Give me the clarity for that statement. I need to know. Because he
Jetty,
said pop start as a result in response to COVID-19. And unless he got the best crystal ball in the world, unless he got the best Obia man in the world,
but based on what
and
you're saying, yeah, that's I mean, based on what you're
what?
saying there, he know the pop
Mm-hmm.
before he was a pop. He had in a E, right? Before he had in a A.
What? Pep?
Mm-hmm.
Pep and Papa the same thing?
So when last you hear the word pep,
I still don't see about Pep.
he turn over.
No,
Me
no, no,
understand
no,
based
no,
on.
no, no. No, I can tell you what happened. Pep turned into Step. That I want me understand.
And you know, turn into pop.
No, Papa different thing. Pop is poverty alleviation program. Pop got to do with like households making a particular amount of money. Whereas remember Pep,
Oh,
yeah,
that started in before I even leave.
okay.
That started
Oh,
on
he said it.
2018.
Oh, it stand up. But listen, right? See, okay. And I say like, Jesse, pull him back enough, and hear what's happening. I ain't gonna say like, but hear what I will say. I see an article in April of 2019, and he already had 4,000 people pump up. It done had 4,000. So you telling me ramp up, and it done had 4,000 people find the hinting like, how many models there? How much people find them now? What going on? And here's another thing about pop. About pop. Here's another thing about pop. I be understand that pop by definition mean things bad. If a government got to give you pop, that not mean things bad, Jason. All right?
Yeah.
In a general basis, especially when this thing start 2018. If this start 2018, you know had no COVID-19, I'll be just feel like, boy, this is 2018. Boy, I deserve some pop, boy. You feel like that? No, no, me no feel like things bad. Me say me no feel like things bad. Me no feel like things good. That got to mean things bad. If me just give you money, because even if you hear the premier latest statement, he's saying people are need to be aware not to get dependent on it, because it's like you're getting hooked on free money. And I glad is the premier says so, because in just the pop, people was watching and thinking, well, bad, that's free money. When people were watching the peace program and how the peace program was running. And by the way, as I mentioned the peace program, you remember the peace program was another program which the premier came out and said he not really know nothing about how the money. The premier don't really check things, He don't really know. I was there. I was at the meetings. You know, I was at the ribbon cutting ceremony. I was at the cocktail. I mean, I really know how the money been reach from here to there. I really know. And he that tell her so. I really know. We just realize there's a pattern, and I don't see patterns in him. persons were getting paid up to 3 payments per person. I'm not sure about that. Somebody gonna have to investigate about that 3 things per person.
I know you're supposed to got
Um,
something when you reach a certain age, you ain't paying no light bill in your house and all that type of stuff there too.
yeah.
Is that still active?
Um, I think so. Well, in Nevis, I think so. In Nevis for sure. Um, but I have been said done with the premium, but I got one more. I see another thing, man. So I read a post cabinet briefing from the federal government today, right? And it's just like I have the benefit in St. Kitts and Nevis. I could kind of compare the federal government and I could compare my local government.
Yeah.
And both of them tell me that transparency is a big thing. You understand? The the NIA do it through the website, they do it through social media, and they do it most importantly through the Premier's press conference. Him alone. He deal with everything he want. Me can recall a post cabinet press briefing. I could recall pictures. Pictures we toured today, we welcomed the dignitaries of the UN, of PAHO, of whatever the hell. I see those, but me doesn't see post cabinet press briefing. Whereas in Singits, you see post cabinet press briefing, and then you still get a press conference, but with all the ministers. When you
Yeah.
compare the two of them, you feel like Singits are do too much, and the premier guy is right. What do you think? What do you think of the two approaches? Which one you prefer?
The Sinkits approach.
Why do you prefer the Singits approach?
The Sinkits approach has always been the bolder one.
Well, me got more benefits from me seeing the Singits approach than the Nevis approach. Me feel like if you give me post press cabinet briefing, you're in touch with me more often than on a month to month basis. You may get to see like it's useful to see what the government is looking at and feel like is important at a particular moment in time. You could take advantage of them kind of things there. If you are watching, you could see what is important for the government pan a week to week. Furthermore, because there is more participation, it's not just one man who might say, "Oh, you asked me a question about agriculture. I'm not really certain, but I will get the figures for you next week." Next time. Next time being a month later, when you don't forget and gone on to other things. I get the benefit when me deal with things is everybody there. So you could ask a question. So you
Mhm.
could ask a question and get it to me it more fruitful. It's not just the ball. Me I look for the effectiveness. And when me watch the Singits approach, me feel like the Singits approach will give me more value. How them I deal with it than the Nevis transparency approach. Uh,
No man, me nah job sleep.
so I got a supposed to have. But no, no, me no want
I
to talk
nah job
about
sleep.
none of that. You know, okay, Jason. One more thing, me got to know Jason. After that, me
Mm-hmm.
ready, After that,
All
after
right.
this, you could sleep unless somebody bring up a topic I wanna be
Mm-hmm.
discussed.
No, you old
Um,
man.
me want to talk
And
about
if you guys,
sports. Me want to talk about sports business, music business, and entertainment business overall.
want to join the group chat, the Hot Topics group chat, you know what I mean? Um, you guys, what do you need to do? Somebody need to send a link, and after they just copy the link or whatever.
Yeah. Um, the appeal is going to be as stillborn as the first case. But the first case would have been entertaining. And I had the right judge. Me a try to lie. But that the dead. But Gigi, that's a good question. They were supposed to announce the rest of the artists for music festival after the underwhelming first set of lists and after
Women,
the
women
rush last.
underwhelming.
Um,
I
I
don't
think that
get you guys.
listen, listen. You're the perfect man. You're the perfect man to talk about this. This is one of the times when I missed you, man. So as a man who is out there, socially, and you
Yeah.
aware of the acts and all these type of things. What is your opinion on the music festival? You please? You excited? You will come home for that?
Um, First question is for me. I want to know who they'll be selecting these artists. Like who's in charge for running Music Fest?
I can't tell you off the top of my head, but there is a committee and chair people and all these kind of things that have meetings. It's big business. I can't tell you
And
off the top of my head.
and when it comes to okay, St. Kitts and Nevis Music Festival. What is it? St. Kitts and Nevis Music Festival? Or just St. Kitts Music Festival?
Think it's I'm a Nevis in
Okay,
that order.
When it comes to St. Kitts Music Festival, right? Like those nights supposed to be a phenomenal night, and based on the lineup, um, it just basically like okay,
But that's the way me say just now, and you say you don't get us guys and all kind
yeah.
of thing. So I
But
thought you
while
was gonna
no,
say
I
you
just want
please.
hypothetically speaking, man. Come on, and
Oh, but hypothetically speaking.
Nevis need to get that jazz festival back. Oh, I should about jazz festival. When the jazz festival keep on gonna win. But anyway, with the festival itself, you know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? The reason why people would say it's okay because the level of entertainment within the local promoters them done gone up. Like promoter, like Think It's Nevis promotion gone up to a next notch, especially in Think It's because we are already bringing artists frequent and all that stuff there. So it's like, no, this is the lineup. This is what you're gonna offer. Which you're supposed to be one of the biggest show of the year. You know what I
Boy,
mean? Like you're just basically bringing you're bringing
boy.
cheap you're bringing cheap syrup. We're bringing cheap maple syrup to my pancakes, man. When we already
As
got
you
Aunt
talk
Jemima over here.
as you talk about lineup, right? I me ignorant to a lot of the artists and them how they look. Cause me don't watch like music videos and interviews and them things. Who me know? I will listen your music before I really know how you look. I saw the young lady named Shensia, right? Boy, Jason me not been not so good she look. Me not had no idea. Me mother's yeah. Listen, if things was good, I would have got SK Justice issue. I mean, none she sang. She look good. She look good. But
Well,
yeah, I'm telling you,
Black Song got two good
yeah, I'm telling
artists,
you,
Shensia and Masika.
the next thing though, as you say, to me everything feel like a music festival now. Cause Black Sound feel like a music festival now.
Because
At least from the at least
the level of
at least
entertainment
from
don't
the
gone up.
first. Hmm.
The level of entertainment don't gone up. The only person that do nothing creative but still make money was him.
Well, was him do something creative, you know, because nobody said the trick. If nobody said the trick, I still got to say the creative. I describe
Yeah, but
to
what I'm saying,
somebody this.
but in my books, you understand me? Like kudos for what he's doing, you know what I mean? Because what
Yeah.
he be doing, you know what I mean, it's just basically is it's just the same thing, but it's just more annual to me. So well, if wasn't got something, me look at it as more of an annual event.
And still at the same time, listen, nobody in sync it's at the same time has been able to pull it off. Like was him.
I know.
He think is an Evis thing,
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah. So I look at Wazim stuff. When Wazim keeps something, I look at it as an annual thing. That's it. So me here for everyone. Oh, that they don't make you money before you even start.
But yeah. But yeah. But
So
right now would have been a good month for Wazim to keep something. You know. The weather is good again. You know.
so that
We getting
but that's what I'm saying. Like when I look at the level of entertainment in sync, it already gone up to a notch, right? So music festival got to come extra hard now. Like you see what the local promoters them are do already. You check it out, look at fans now. Fans doing um 2 days fet now, back to back. You understand me? And music fest just gone back for what, 3 days now?
yeah. Yeah, 3 days and then you know wait on a Sunday. He said don't step on the mark again.
What happened, Jetty? Come fill our bean in Annie. What Jetty say going over there? How what
No
you try to
man.
say?
Not a thing. Not a thing. The premier have his napkin. All is well. Everybody good.
All day business.
But you be me don't know right now. Who are you talk to? Who are you talk about? A music have you
Hey,
talk about? No music
hey,
have you
a
talk
music
about?
I be out there talk about, you know? Music I be out there talk about, so who are out there? Who are out there hoist up frack out there? You understand me? Who panty out there in the bottom of the business? You check it out. You think about it, they would never invite themselves and say, let me come on the topics. Let's have a topic. Because
No,
guess what?
listen. Don't do all
Because
that.
guess what?
Eh, the topics is not politician friend. Understand? It's just like that.
But Alan,
The-
but Alan, but Alan, but guess what me about to say? Because guess what? You know when some people, when people have interviews with the premier, you know what I mean? They have to address themselves a certain, align themselves a certain way. No, you come on my turf, my rules. Yeah, use a guess. Akakadli.
it's not wine and cheese. It's whiskey
Yeah,
and barbecue. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
French
We're
fries
gonna
and
talk
salt.
when we talk. We're gonna talk frankly in our own words. I'm not gonna nice up something for you just because I wanted to bring a part your point across comfortable. You know what I mean? No, I got. If I tell you you beat him on the bush, I'm gonna tell you. You know,
Yeah.
and some people may
Uh,
not gonna like and say, "Oh, you're attacking him, man." No, we could agree to disagree.
um, Listen, I stop addressing this attacking story. It is very important for me. Not just that a story is told, but that the story is told accurately. So the most I could tell her is I gonna try to get to the accuracy of the statement.
Alan, and you know the thing about it is, you know what I mean? Like how we know how to break down certain words. So when some people use the word incompetent and you don't know what the word mean, but anyway, me have vote from still. Yo, we telling you nothing happening for you, no dog. So don't worry, feel like the man are trying to tell you something important. Yeah,
But
we are here to tell you what incompetent is. You understand me? We're here to tell you what elaborate means.
anyway, so I want to talk about a little music and little school, message school, sports and entertainment overall. This come off a Calvin post with regards to he wanted, he wished he had more resources so he could have done more for his club. You understand? And I feel like this is something what affect athletics, sports, whether cricket, football, athletics, as he said, music, whether you're a DJ, whether you're trying to start a band, and entertainment overall. Capital is a problem. Um, One thing I would like to get the people to understand is there is a difference between the sport and the business of the sport. And if you are not gonna do the business of the sport, then it's gonna be hard to do the sport. We're gonna remain where we are. And in even a situation where, and I'm only using Colvin as an example, where he necessarily need to go find out about the business. But he gonna have to build a team of people who know about them thing there, of who get. You see, really and truly, you need people who got some kind of skin in the game to it. Ultimately, this is why like you go build situations where a lot of people gonna benefit from what you're doing. This is why it's good to be producing jobs and you know what I mean, I contribute to people livelihood. That's why the business of the sport is important. So as he said, he could travel and do different things. Go ahead. You like you had something in your mind.
Um, in terms of the budget, in terms of the budget for the entertainment and the aspect of it, right? Does it also goes to the school as well when it comes to entertainment? Is the budget
Um,
is across the board budget for schools also too?
when I saw, when I heard the premier's address, I do not recall him speaking about the 1.5 million that is allocated to the entertainment industry. He didn't say anything about that there, but he didn't say anything about a lot of things. So, I mean,
The
you know how
reason
it is.
being, the reason being, you know what I mean? I would like now is the time now. So if you know for sure at a certain point come where he has a next budget, you know what I mean? At least we know for sure where these funds went rather than he telling us where he went and we know for sure where he did not went. If you get what I'm saying. Because at the end of the year, he could say he went to the schools, which he did not. So, like,
Well,
for instance, like, we gotta keep track of these things too, because guess what? They might get the fund and might say something else different too, you know. After when look, he present something else, this is what the school get. Because you could break
um,
down the fund and put them in a seed program and say, oh, they get the fund from the seed program.
well, from what I understand, the Ministry of Education has a budget of like 45 million, I don't know. So I want to believe the Ministry of Education is fine on its own. Me feel like the this carve out specifically when, to me, when me see a line item what says specifically entertainment industry, we're not nowhere near um education. To me, that's specifically for the entertainment industry. Whether or not all of it. Can remember, well, this is one of the things what we're gonna get into when we talk about the budget if the premier ever decide to put out the budget at any point in time.
And
But
you know, I
sometimes he
feel
would no hold on. Sometimes he would budget and say he intend to spend 1.5 and he might spend 10,000. He could do that. He could
and
spend
the
2.5.
next thing too, and the next thing too,
Mhm.
we gotta know who these auditors are, Jed.
Yeah.
Like real
I
talk.
think yeah, I have the name. I have the name. But I'm gonna get it
Like
for
we
the
gotta know who
next.
the, because I feel like when it comes to the schools, them especially, you know what I mean. Everybody, all the schools are supposed to get their own audit.
Well, I think 50% of the departments were supposed to be audited this year. Based on what going on, I would say that's supposed to be 100.
And the thing about it is, the reason why I mentioned the word audit, when you know a audit got lag or something, right? The audit only relays the information. So you know what I'm trying to get at here. So even if your system get hacked from a main source, guess what? That main source only to get information from somewhere because somebody has to put it in. Even if you get hacked, you know for sure the auditor has a history of what was last being there or whatever what was recorded. So as I saying back to the millions of dollars towards the hospital and all that stuff that they didn't have the correct funds, go back to the fucking audit.
Um, you're making it complicated. You sound kind of
Oh
emotional, right? Yeah,
no,
because
I'm
really,
very passionate.
yeah. You're saying about go back to this and that. The bigger
Yeah,
problem is okay, got it. So what you saying?
but the reason why because what happened now, I end up come to my own conclusion now because now I start to be speaking on something. I was like, but wait, this supposed to get added to check all this stuff for the budget also too. So he would have that person would have the last numbers also.
You mean from last year?
Yeah,
Wait, you see, but and this is why I'm saying you're making it complicated, and you're actually giving credibility to something that you should not be giving credibility to, and you're also so complicated when you're saying it. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I get
Let
what
me
you're
tell you
saying.
why. Let me tell.
Hmm.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Even if the auditor comes and gives you a figure, right? Can you say it's from an old number or whatever? The old number was already said to be wrong, you know? And even when the premier does say, we're now giving audited accounts, the audited account supposedly, allegedly, the figure that was presented to the public in 2021, wrong. Regardless of if it was audited to find out it was that what he tell Abby. So even if he go back and find something, it's a wrong, it's an incorrect figure
Yeah,
overall. He can't find what wasn't there. The only issue is when you're looking at it, they should have catch that in the 2022 address, 2023. If you see what I'm saying,
yeah,
that they should have caught that. They should have know by putting in the numbers. No, that ain't not correct. When they're doing this one here, what going on? But he said the last one was wrong too. Listen, what me I try to tell you, none of them needed this eight point something here. What was going in the 2023 one? Wrong. That what the premier said. And the 14 something what went in the year before. Wrong. No care if the auditor come. But the auditor can tell me, yes, this is the correct wrong number. Yeah? What that gonna do for me? This come back to we need to verify what line. We need to know with accuracy.
Well,
How we need to
well,
determine.
sarcastically, I was giving the auditor some credit. Sarcastically, I was giving the auditor some credit. But you get what I'm saying, though, right?
We just like get a couple. I get a couple. We get a couple of messages in a thing here. So Alan, where is the treasury in all this? Wasn't payment issued by checks? So can that figure be given by the treasurer?
Watch. It's
Um,
only one conclusion. It's only one conclusion we could come to. Some money went missing somewhere and went somewhere, and all what be happen, somebody can't get the proper maths work out right now.
the premier look like he been wanting another 60 days to present us the budget. You wait for
Because,
50 out of you wait for 50 out of the 60, but he look like he been wanting 50 more.
but it look like the longer this be pending, you know what I mean? I could come up to all kind of speculation and assumptions because right now my assumption is some money went somewhere and they ain't know how to factor in that they ain't know how to play touches right now. They ain't know how to flatten the curve.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Spiking.
my conclusion. Yeah.
They
And
have a COVID
if
spike. They gotta go back down.
right now they can't right now nobody playing touches right now because not how they put down the blocks. You know what I mean? Not get flattened there. Not get break down there. Yeah. So I don't come to my conclusion. Something went somewhere and you don't know how we gonna get it back.
That's
But
a big
anyway,
something.
God bless the Haitians.
That's a big something on misplaced. But Jason, you're not SKN confessions, right? Cause
Oh my goodness.
I, I have. Well, what is it? I got. So we got two topics. Apparently, I was saying the Attorney General and his accomplishments in the first 7 months. We have something from SKN confessions. Which one you want?
Let's get in confessions.
I know. And by the way, SKN confessions. I don't know what I'm gonna read, but my God, these people. What? This is like Mari. Let me see. So he says, high confession. She and she man lived together for about 4 years now. He helped out a lot and is very hard working, loving, and is very good in bed. This man got a lot going on. Sound like a fucking winner to me. Okay. But when you hear all the lyrics, there, you know the lady is coming with the problem after that. So let me hear what the problem is. But the problem is that he always want go inside my front every day, except when I on my period. Oh, this awful, disgusting. Anyway, And if I don't give him, he get upset. Right now, my phone can't take no more. Oh, my mother. And he butt too big. And he's advice what to do. What? He's an he's an awful human being.
Do you want some advice? Get a threesome. Get a keeper. Get a side chick.
I have to say, ladies, if you for sure you ain't want to get by, if that's something that's important to you, then what Jason is saying is very valid. You have to consider it. Yeah, me and I tell you, if you for sure want to get by, well, I can't say for sure because there's some really good men out there. Yeah, man. Them man want a good woman. But chances are, if you going conventional, oh my God, you're gonna get somebody. I feel like you're gonna get them. Maybe not early. Well, not where you know both. But late, boy, you're gonna get them. In my estimation. Me not even got nothing for this young lady here. This
Really,
man
I
need to
say,
stop being an yeah, he need to stop being an animal man. Anyway, so you want to hear about the AG accomplishments?
yes.
Oh my God, I hate all of this. Establish the Joint Constitutional Review Committee with the Legal Department of Navis, tasked with recreating and redesigning our Constitution to create the most equitable solution for the historic, economic, and political disputes between Singits and Navis. New CBI regulations, mm, drafted 17 new bills.
Paid off my social security.
Listen, I don't want to read none of this here, but
If if
listen,
you gain that he pay for social security, that's an accomplishment.
and listen. The reason why me not want to read none of this here is because not the age, but this feel more like real talk, kind
Yeah,
us talking
yeah.
about the AG and his accomplishments. We
Let, let,
want to talk about
let,
the AG when the AG do something petty. The AG is a good man.
yeah, yeah.
I maintain he ain't need to he ain't
You're
need
right.
to he ain't need to resign or nothing. What I feel like should have happened still. Should have get a fine. Really and truly, like one of the things were like listen, let me tell you, you dummy political party something. Just watch this. Just watch this. Let me show you something, and I don't learn, and I'm gonna see them. Nobody in parliament ever get fined. Nobody. So if I find somebody, I be now the money no matter. Find them a little $1,000 or whatever. But at
But you
least
know,
symbolically,
somebody don't get
at,
fined.
at least who you see get fined in the parliament?
I mean, you know, fine. Janice fine the other night.
She wasn't in parliament. So anyway, people not even know get. Watch out. Even if I don't want to find somebody, suspend them for a sitting, do something. You know what I'm saying? I won't just continue go up there and just be like, oh, nothing's going on. No, it's not good.
Nobody.
This is not
That
how
when you
we
know nobody go get in jail.
and furthermore, for public officials, all of you out there, this is not in the 90s on a partner. Boy, when I had the choppiness, boy, I bigger memes. I don't know if y'all realize the Timothy Harris machine that's operating in Singlet, but let me tell you something. You let labor slip up and say any choppiness, and within 20 minutes, You see a of the individual or the video clip, and you see caption over them, followed by a story shortly after. Who you talking to? No man.
I don't think it's time to go.
Miss Stapleton? I'll be done. Our relationship is over. I'll be
Good night,
done.
all. It's been a pleasure having you guys here, you know, and it's been real. It's been the topics. We're gonna save the you save the list of accomplishment there for real talk harder than anymore. Anyways, I'm out of here, people. Manners and respect to all for joining the show,
But
sharing the
yeah,
show.
with the video of mankind, me want to see the video of mankind. Me went down on the Nevis next page. I want to see.
We got a
I
lion
just say
on the page.
mankind. Yeah, he got some good police and he got some police. A police officer make me attend and tell me, hey, who is legal in St. Kitts and Nevis? I say, officer, really? Just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know the legislation, sir. And when you're doing that, tell me your name and give me your badge number. But the officer rolled out one time. He remember he had things to do. Got good police and police who might abuse you. In
Yeah,
anything.
man.
This is good.
Anyway, guys, have a good
Guess what?
night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good night. Jason gotta go rest his bones and muscles.
I wish I could turn on the camera now and see what wait for me. But anyhow,
I'm
you,
nigga
you,
to
you, hold
work.
on.
Nigga to
You with
work and
the TV, you
no,
know.
I mean, I ain't no threesome. So good night, everybody.
You with it.
See me single now. Pint ear. Someone done the relationship. My God. I gotta play the music. Yeah, I'll be done. Good night.